Hi, my name's Jo Cox. Thank you so much for visiting my page. Now, you're on here probably because you're thinking, oh, what's all this about being a one-to-one consultant? What does it take? What do I need to do? And how will it change my life? Well, those are the questions that I asked myself 4 years ago, and I'm so thankful that I did, because it has completely changed my life in a way that I never thought possible. And I know that if it's changed my life, if it can change just one more person's life, then for me that is job done, and it could be yours that's being changed. So when I started, I wanted to pay off debt. I had a 30-hour-week office job. I was doing Monday to Thursday. I was commuting. I was dropping the kids off at childminder. You know, I was on that kind of like hamster wheel of going nowhere fast, and I didn't realise how stuck I felt. I didn't realise how unhappy I was. I didn't realise how unfulfilling and just kind of like, you know, no job satisfaction. I just thought it was something that I had to do. I just thought that there was no way out. And a friend of mine, she had become a one-to-one diet consultant. She had shown me, she's a nurse, she researched about the one-to-one diet, and she really liked its morals, what it stood for, its heritage, its research, the fact that it is a well-established brand. And, you know, I really respected her view on the company, and she invited me along to a business opportunity meeting. And at the time, we'd just bought a house, and I got my credit cards, and I'd gone to IKEA, and I'd kind of like, you know, spent a fortune, which was great. The house looked fabulous, but, you know, I didn't have any extra money to pay off the credit cards because it was all going through childminders and whatnot. And I needed to earn some money to pay off this debt. And I had to be quite specific about what I wanted, because I didn't want evening works to take away from the kids, because they were only like 1 and 3 at the time. I didn't want retail, because I knew that they would ask me to do some kind of weekend work, which I didn't want to do. So I had to think about really carefully about what opportunities that I could do around the kids that could earn me some money. My friend told me about the one-to-one as being a consultant. You don't need to have done the diet, which is a really great bonus, as long as you enjoy working with people and you've got empathy and you can understand. For me, I had been on my own weight loss journey, and I had that appreciation and understanding of what it feels like to be overweight and how debilitating it can be. So I have been fortunate enough to be on either side, and I now use the one-to-one diet products to maintain my weight loss journey, which, you know, they are, you know, the quality is amazing. So for me to become a one-to-one diet consultant, it was more of a business idea at first. It was more because I wanted to earn some extra money. And as I started to, you know, first of all, I went along to a business opportunity meeting, and I listened to what they had to say, and I was really impressed. I also realised that, you know, it's not some kind of like pyramid scheme. It's not some get rich quick kind of scheme. I appreciated that there was work and effort that I needed to put in order to make this business a success. I worked out how many hours a week I had to spare, when I could see clients, and how it could fit around my family. So I made a plan, and from that plan I started to see my clients around the time that I had available. And slowly my client base started to grow, and word was getting out, because I had my car details with my one-to-one diet. I wore my branded hoodies and coats and backpacks, and, you know, wore it on the school run. So I became quite visible as to, you know, who I was. And I was the local one-to-one diet lady, which is something that you could do. You know, you don't even have to invest in any of that merchandise. You're given a lanyard at the very beginning, which is free, and even if you wear that on the school run or doing the supermarket shop or something, it's just getting your name out there. So over time my reputation started to grow, and it started to build, and my business started to build. And then all of a sudden I was like, crikey, you know, this is going somewhere. And imagine what I'm doing now with the time that I've put in. You know, where could this go if I did this full time? And for me, that was a turning point. I realised at that point that I wanted to do this full time, and I wanted to, you know, not put my kids into childcare, that I could be the one that was going to pick them up from the school gates, that I could, you know, attend every sports day, every nativity play. I could pick them up at the drop of a hat if they were poorly. I didn't need to negotiate annual leave. I didn't need to make time up if I had to, you know, if they were poorly. All of these things that I felt like were stacking up against me when I was working in the office becoming my own self-employed business owner was just making so much sense in where I am in my life right now. And I thought, you know what, if I can match my office salary and more, then I'm going to quit. And that's what I did. I built my business up over time. I was still doing the 30-hour week office job, and I was building it up and building it up. And yes, I was working longer hours because I could see the benefits. I could see where this was going. And then within a year, I'd quit my office jobs and I became a full-time one-to-one diet consultant in January 2022. So I've been doing it for just short of a year and a half now. And it is honestly the best decision that I have ever made. I'm 47 next month, and I have made amazing friends. I've got the support of my team, a network, head office. So even though that you are self-employed, you are never on your own. We have training. There's just always stuff that is going on. The convention is out of this world and will blow your mind. So if you are really in a position now where you know what you could just do with a few extra pounds, £100 at the end of the month, whatever it is, work out what you need in order to change your life. And it could be a few hundred, it could be thousands. I mean, and that's the beauty. You can make this business as big or as small as you want to. And I'm here to support you all along that journey. Obviously, it will always require work and effort from your end. Consistency with everything. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out. But I know for me, at the age of nearly 47, having completely transformed my life to doing something that I am so passionate about, I get so much joy and pleasure and transforming other people's lives. When they're on a weight loss journey and they're experiencing pure joy because they are finally got their health under control, their BMI settled down, they're feeling good about themselves, they're successful in starting a family. All of these things you as a consultant have somehow participated in getting them there. So it's a very, very humbling, a very rewarding job. And I'm so excited to share this opportunity. So if you are at all interested, the starter kits are as little as £100 to £50 for the training. You can get going for as little as £150, which is amazing. There's nowhere else that you could start a business with all the branding, all the support, all the network to get you going for £150. So if this is something that interests you, if you'd like to find out more information, let's have a chat. I'd absolutely love you on my team. Yeah, it's been amazing, and I hope that's come across. And if you've got any questions, then please don't hesitate to give me a shout.